Is this live yet? Let's get the stream up. Alright then, because I would like to welcome everybody to tonight's game, because which will be the second final of Tier 3 in this because in season 5 because in season 5 because the first semi-final happened last night, because where the team of Ohana Paradise beat Neso 3-2, and so they've guaranteed their place in the final, because the winner of this game, because we'll go on to face them, because the two sides today will be Ohana Tide, who will be facing Elk Remix, because both teams are ready. So we can get this started in one moment, because this should be a good game. Because the map pool for tonight is Oasis, Gibraltar, Kingswood, Aikenwald, and if needed, map 5 will be Ilios. Okay. Right, okay, because Tide have had... because someone for Tide has just left, so we'll wait one moment for them to return. I'm just going to get the stream up so I can see the comments. Because hopefully there will be no issues tonight with this game. Hopefully not, anyway. Okay, just need to wait for the support for Tide to return, then we can get started. Because I would like to thank everyone for joining us this season, because after tonight's game there's only 2 left, because which will be the third place game, because which will be Neso versus the loser of this game, and then it'll be the Tier 3 final, because the rest of the tiers have already finished before this, because Tier 3 had a floating tournament, and so it took a couple more weeks. Okay, because George is now back. So once I get confirmation, because we will start. Because this has got the classic story again, because of EU versus NA, so we will be switching servers every map. But for a bit of a twist, because Elk Remix are a West Coast team, so instead of using the central server, because we will be playing on West Coast, and that will be the first map. And then we will go to EU for the second. Because I do apologise for the wait, it's just technical issues with voice chat, it tends to happen. Both teams are now ready, because let's just check that we are on the right server. If SickGift does not want to move me. Okay, USA West, that is all correct, this is the right map, so let's get into the series, which is first to 3. Right, okay, because we are starting on Oasis, so we'll probably see some old-fashioned ball, because especially since we are starting on University. So I'm expecting to see Weinhardt from both teams, maybe some Zarias, maybe Scimitar actually, because I've seen a water Scimitar on University. Oh. Oh, it's gonna be one of those games, huh? You will. It happens. We've all been there. Because hopefully Quinn will return quickly and we can get this started. because there is rules to do with disconnects. I just can't remember them. Okay, that's weird, but whatever. Right, now I just need to put it back in, which we will do like so. Move. Da da da. Okay, spectators are correct. Let's get the ready. Just need the ready from both teams, and we can get this back started. Okay, tied already. I'm just gonna get confirmation of remix because don't want to put them at any disadvantage. It's a little bit stop-start this to begin with, but you know, because once we get started, it should be fine. Because it wouldn't be a console Overwatch tournament if there wasn't issues. Just need the confirmation. We can't even see any heroes yet, so it's nothing to talk about. They're probably not even checking the Discord. Right, just waiting for confirmation, so... Yeah, okay, because there we go, because I just told them to do it in the match chat. Because that's a lot easier than doing it through Discord messages, because not everybody can check that. Because I have no issues with them using match chat, because as long as there's no BM. Right, okay, so on the left hand side tonight, we have the side of Tide, because who are going to run the line, Diva, Cassidy, May, Lucio, Bab, so just very classic ball. And then on the side of Elk Remix, we have Line, Zarya, May, Reaper, Bab, Lucio, so it's very similar comps, but with just some key differences like the Zarya, and the Reaper. Because both are good in their own ways, because Reaper has a bit more damage, but the Cassidy does have the flashbang. As we just see as Jagan does kill Turban. Okay, Jagan with some big early kills there to kill the tank line of Elk Remix. And so they should get the first cap the side of Ohana Tide. May sorting herself out a bit there. The line... Our Turban is pulling back to fight a bit more, but Tide should get the cap here. And that's a very good early start for Cassidy. Because shown one of the key differences of the Reaper Cassidy matchup. Okay, so now both teams are just poking, because Weiner is, or Weiner, however you want to say it, nearly has shattered. The mid ice walls are news, there's obstruction to try and catch out the Reinhardt. Reaper's in the back line, Zedfell falls on the May, because that's a really nice shatter block there off her Turban. They also got the bubble of Volt. Jagan does kill DJ Rockstar. Volt kills Weiner. Jagan tries to behind him, but falls to Volt. And now Tide are just in Soul mode, and Volt is getting a lot of kills, and And that's a lot of ults online for Elk Remix now actually, because now they have both support ults, Mail, Shatter, and Grav. Because because compared to Tide, who only have the Diva Bomb and Window. Because we'll most likely see May comboed with something. May's very good for the combos. Diva Bomb is chucked through the window. It kills the immortality, and that's a nice window off a Tide, but it doesn't really help because the mate of Smiles is just falling through it, and Remix just push through, and that's a team kill. Because they use two ults there, Elk Remix use the Shatter and Mail and Window actually. But they do still have Grav. Because Zedfell has got their own ult online. And there should be nothing on the other side to stop it. Because Grav is news and Sampari is news to counter the Mail, Turban does fall though. Okay, because Wayne with a nice shatter there, which kills the Zarya. They should win this fight now Tide, it should just be clean up. It's a nice May-Ice wall to stall them out though as Diva flies over the top. This is a really good solo of Elk Remix. They could potentially turn it, maybe not with Roxar falling. Because Jagan kills the Lucio. Smiles loses Mail. He'll probably want that one back. In what? But it happened because somebody probably shouted winnable and people just throwing ults to try and turn it round. But that was a really good solo of Elk Remix. So they just need to win one fight, potentially two, depending on Sagas, and they should win the round. Because doing a ult check, Admiral's got Diva Bomb. It's a nice early window of Zulu Heavy, which forces Soundbite out of charge. Window is news to clear the ice wall. Turban Shatter was blocked there. Ooh, Diva Bomb is thrown into the small room. It's a big death bottom of DJ Rockstar though, because he takes advantage of Diva being out of mech. And Elk Remix have taken the point back. So now they're in final fight territory, and Volt does have Grav online. And so they could grab them off point if they want here. But Admiral will be looking to try and eat it. Oh, Turban does fall. Volt kills George there. Okay, because Remix should win this. Because we just off the healing, Sound Barrier is used by Quinn to confirm the fight win. And the first round goes to Elk Remix. Because that was a very even round, but I think the main difference was that Elk Remix, because like they have done for most of the season, are just really good with their ult combos and efficiency with it. They don't have a lot of wasted ults, because Smiles did throw in May ult there in the middle, because I thought the fight was winnable, but I'd say that was the only miss for it ult-wise. Because DJ Rockstar, because of a big death bottom in the middle of that also to take advantage of Admiral being a bit too aggressive with the Diva Bomb. Are we going to see any changes in comp for this map? Sometimes you do, but it looks like both teams are going to say the same, apart from Rockstar is going to play Cassidy. Because maybe expecting a bit more of a dive, like a Tracer or something. Or maybe they just don't like Reaper on this map. Turban, because Turban falls early there, because after a nice May-Ice wall of Zedfell. And Smiles falls on the May, and this should just be clean up for Remix now. No, sorry, yeah, Tide now, not Remix. Because Zedfell getting what a value there on the May, because of the big May-Ice walls. Okay, because looking at the ult front, because no one is close apart from Wayner, who is 20 to shatter, you should be able to build that in the next fight. And then closest to that would be, because close to that would be the Baptiste, because Elk Remix have tried to be sneaky and go underneath, but they've been ice walled out again. because that's a big shatter there off winner, and Admiral is there on the queen up with a nice freaker. Can the Lucio get out? Does not seem so, because Cassidy trying to get sneaky kill there, but unfortunately failed. Right, okay, because that was a good fight win for Tide, all we knew was shatter. And Tide have now got Diva Bomb, Window and Deadeye, because they also have the high ground advantage, because with the combo they have, that's very important. Because Elwood Mix are just trying to rush onto point and force them down. Yeah. Diva Bomb is thrown in. It's a nice double kill off Dragon there, possibly through the window. They may have overcommitted a little bit too much there, Tide, but they do have Mail and Sound Barrier's next fight. And another shot actually. But this is a big fight coming up for Elk Remix also, who are going to have Shatter, Mail, Window, Deadeye and Sound Barrier, so they need to win the next fight, and they should. But it could go either way, because the old Spanks are very similar. They're just not getting the full value of the Zarya this time. Because that's a great Mail there on the Baptiste, but Sound Barrier is big off Quinn. Zero Heavy kills Zedfell. Dragon kills Zero Heavy, DJ kills Wayner, and El Remix are going to take this fight. Yeah, okay. Because that was really good again off Remix, because they used Windows, Sound Barrier and Mail to win that. I think they started off with Deadeye, but Roxar's got another one. But they still have tank ults to win the next team fight, and it gives you a nice rotation of ults. But meanwhile, for Tide, they just threw in everything there and they just didn't get the win they were looking for. Because they needed to be a bit more efficient with the ult management there. Okay, because now we see the opposite. Oh, that's a nice grab actually behind the May Ice Wall. Because Admiral does kill Turban because there's a bit of a disconnect there. Oh, and Volt also falls. It's a big Deadeye off Roxar though. Because Tide forgot about on the high ground. And they are going to turn it actually. Because they never took the high ground off the Baptiste and Cassidy. But that is a semi-good fight for the side of Tides though. Because they forced out both tank ults off Remix. And they're pulling back with Deadeye and a Diva Bomb of their own. My apologies. But it looks like that spike worked somehow. Like, I'm not entirely sure how that Diva Bomb worked, but blame the leg spike for that. But it looks like Tide will take this to make it 1-1 on this first map of this semi-final. Because that's a nice shatter on the Lucio and Dragon's there to clean it up. Turban is back, but they will fall. We see Smiles here on Tracer. Roxar's pulling back on the emergency Doomfist. Mayo is thrown in to a bit of clean up. But Baptiste trying to solve it out. Doom is here to solve it out now. It's going to be hard into the Cassidy. Window is news. The classic ball solve. It's going to be hard to solve with the May wall there. Lucio is now also here. Sound Barrier is news by Quinn. Because this is a really good sort of Elk Remix, but it will most likely not be enough. Okay, because George knew Sound Barrier in the middle of that, because Wayne is going to have another shatter of their own, because the Tracer's doing the smart thing of trying to take out the Cassidy with the Doomfist, shatter through the window. Tracer's here still solving. Oh, a nice little 180 fire strike there on Smiles. And there we go, because Tide take this to make the series 1-1. Very close series so far, because both maps could have went either way. Right, okay. Are we going to see any changes? Because the important thing on this map is to control this high ground, because then you can just shoot down on everyone. Am I getting baited by a Bastion? If you can get bastards on high ground, it could work, but yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so Okay, so Tide are just sticking with what is they tested and through what has worked. And Remix are going with the Reaper Doomfist. I think Doomfist is really good on this map actually. There's a lot more high ground for him to sage off and a lot better side angles to him to come from. And we also see Turban on the Winston and Volt is on the Diva, so they're going for a bit more dive approach. Which I think is a good flare, but Tide did take the high ground. So now both sides are separated by the structure in the middle. Because we do see Admiral drop. Okay, they've all dropped actually. Because I was picking up that high ground and they gave it up really easily. Doomfist in the back line, Immortality's forced out early, Zedfell falls to the Reaper. The Reaper falls to the Lucio though. It's hard to tell who's going to win this actually. Volt is nearly out of their mech. That's a good Winston bubble though. I don't know how Winston never got hit by that shatter. Okay, because Quinn used his sound barrier to keep their team alive. There just wasn't any value of that shatter thanks to the Turban on the Winston jumping in. And I think that Tide are going to turn this. Oh, the core essence is news. Elk Remix are trying to turn this back in their favour. Diva Bomb's news. It doesn't get any value, and it could be the death of the Diva. Both supports have now fallen for Tide. And there we go, because El Remix get the cap. They were very patient about that fight, and Sage dive in the right way, just picked their moment and then did it. Because I really thought after the shatter by Wayner, because that Tide would win the fight, but that was just some wonderful Winston for it to sort it out. Okay, so now both teams are just poking because El Remix have got both tankled. Diva Bomb is thrown in. Oh, it kills both support line because there must have been a bit of miscommunication with the Immortality there, and that's a nice clean up for El Remix because we're looking good to take this first map at the moment. Because the brawl comp is just not getting the value for Tide at the moment. But they do have 5 ults online, so if they were going to win the fight, this was going to be it. Deadeye is noosed by Dragon. Oh, Reaper ult's noosed. Immortality is put down. Oh, I don't know how that didn't hit the Reaper actually. Okay, Winston cleaned up. So, a nice double kill to final wage. Some decent Winston mechanics there. Yeah, this is looking really good for El Remix, who could take this 100 to 0. Because Zedfell needs to do a big mail to possibly combo it with the Diva Bomb. But they can't really get close to the more dive-style combo of Remix. They need to try and punish the wave. Mail is newsed. Lucio does die from it. Doesn't catch anyone else though. Oh no, it does catch Winston, there's no follow-up though. Jagan with a nice double kill. Lockstar returns to favour with a kill on Zedfell. Tide should take this fight now. Diva Bomb is news, which should demech Volt, which it does. So Spells is still alive though. Does kill Dragon. TJ Lockstar kills the Baptiste, which is a crucial kill because that's a lot of healing now down. Nice little pin there on by the Reinhardt. Shatters Baby Diva, but he gets a Doomfist punch for his efforts. And there's Smiles with the Death Blossom to clean it up. And El Remix are winning this semi-final 1-0 after map 1 because we will be changing to EU ping and we will be changing the map. I've already forgotten what the next map is. Go on me. I think it's Gibraltar. Yes, it is Gibraltar. LA, because El Remix just semi-dominated that last round because just the difference, because just the different comp, because we're a bit more dive and like up front pressure with the Doomfist Reaper, it just had a lot of value because they adapted and tried something different, but Tide just tried to force the same thing and just didn't get the same value. But they were afraid on West Coast, And for any EU player who don't know, because playing on West Coast is not easy, because that is like 180 ping, I believe. So I'm interested to see how. So I'm interested to see how Remix do on the EU ping. We will first change the map to Gibraltar though. People are talking in the chat. I will check that once I've changed the map. Okay, we will be going to Netherlands because that is apparently the better one for EU. I have been told by Tide. We will see. Right. Okay. Are we going to see any changes? Because Remix haven't got a bench to work with, but Tide do. So I'll be interested to see if we get some changes here. I'm also interested to see what they won on this map, because we only saw a brawl off Tide there. But LG makes sure that they can change it up in that last round. And Gibraltar's not a good ball map because you need to reach the high ground to contest the snipers in double shields or whatever. It's not easy. Just waiting for the changes. Right, okay, because Remix must be feeling good after that first map though, because it fell apart a bit on the second round, but the third round was super clean. We do have some changes for Tide, because we will see Milkman put in for winner on tank or liner. I haven't decided how I want to say it yet. And Max will be coming for Zfell. I feel like Zfell might be a bit of a May specialist to them perhaps. Could be wrong on that. Just let me check that this is correct. Milkman, Admiral, Dragon, Max, George, and Quawin. Possibly saying that wrong. Okay, Elk Remix are ready because I just need the confirmation of the other side of or the other side of Ohana Tide. Just to make sure that I did change this. Yep, it is indeed Netherlands. Ah, okay, they want France ping. Fair enough. I thought they preferred Netherlands, but because there was some team that told me Netherlands is better than France. I can't remember who it was though. Oh, okay. Tide because Tide has had a lever there. Cursing because every time they say they're ready, someone leaves. Because we just need to wait for, I believe it was Dragon to come back. If they are unable to come back, because Tide do have some people on the bench, but you don't want to change up your designated tactics. Because a lot of teams like plan their lineup for each map, and Gibraltar is a map where you need the right people in because because certain styles just don't cut it. Because like Flame May, for example, would not really work that well. But Flame Double Sniper, because with Widow Hanzo, because our Ash Widow, because would work really well. Because are a bit more of a dive format. Because yeah, just give me a second. Because for anyone just joining us, because the start at the moment is Elk Remix are winning 1-0 after the first map in this first of 3 series, because we're the winner of this match, because we'll be going on to face forgot the name. Ohana Paradise, there we go. Okay, because Jagan has had to leave, which is unfortunate, so Zfell will be coming in. It happens. Okay, because once I get the ready off Tide, and we'll be ready to go. I do apologise for the wait, but as I said at the start, that there will always be technical issues. Happens in Overwatch League as well, and their budget is try to fight a bit higher. Aren't going to make any changes. Okay, never mind. They are ready. Elk Remix should still be ready. If they are not, I'm sure they will let me know, but they seem to be ready. So let's get into this. I'm super paranoid, so I will check that I did change it to France for Tide, which I indeed have. So let's get into this second map and see if Tide can bring it back to 1-1, or Elk Remix are going to make it 2-0 and improve their chances of reaching the Tier 3 finals. What are we going to see on Jabber? I don't know why it spawned me here. I don't want to be on third point. It gives you a nice little look at the map, I guess, while we were. I would like to thank everyone for joining us tonight also. Okay, we are seeing double shield off Tide with the Hanzo Soldier Baptiste Mercy. I think this is a very good comp for defending Gibraltar. I would have preferred Ash over Soldier, but Soldier is pretty strong for it right now. Because he does lack the range of Ash and the dynamite, but he probably has a bit more damage in burst to finish off kills quickly. And on the side of Elk Remix, we're going for the Winston Diva, Cassidy, Widow, Bap, Mercy. Okay, DJ is going to Hanzo. DJ is a good Hanzo from what I remember. Never mind, he is now playing Soldier. Soldier truly is the hero to troll me today. Oh right, they went to Reinhardt actually and got off the Winston. Because I wonder if they saw a double shield perhaps through the window. This is one way to beat double shield though, you just move your speed into it and blow through. No, Max does get a kill on DJ though. There is no mercy to give the res. And Elk Remix are backing up. The car is not moving as Volt has went back to get that on the move. They gave it up though, and okay, the Soldier's going to push it. Because Turban kills the Whistler. Yeah, because Tide are not doing double shield at the best at the moment, because they're not using the longer range strength of it. because they just can't let Remix just whoosh them over. Won them over. Won them over is the better word. Yep. That's a nice early window. This car is maybe the Alyssa shield just got obliterated. Oh, that's an early signal of Admiral into the immortality, and there's no follow-up. Is there any other ults online? No, there isn't, apart from the sound barrier for Quinn, which they could use to ensure the fight win. Well, they just forced the C9. Max News' visor does get a kill, but it's a bit of a waste because Quinn uses sound barrier to keep the team up, and Remix are just continuing to just walk through the double shield of Tide. And Milkman has recognised this and changed to a Reinhardt because you just can't get the value from Alyssa up close, because Reinhardt is going to win that fight. In Overwatch 2, Alyssa is a different story, but we are not playing Overwatch 2. Right, okay, because Admirals went on the D.Va, Zedfellas went on the Tracer, Max went on the Caster, wholesale changes. You can have all the changes if you want, but a shatter in the face, it will hurt all the same. As Milkman falls, window is newsed. They should get the D back on the D.Va. Zedfell did get a nice kill on Milkman though. No, sorry, not Milkman. I got my teams mixed up there. Okay, yeah, like this is just becoming a bit of a train by Remix at the moment. D.Va Bomb's news on the high ground because to try and stop the touch. Tracer did do it though. We do see Visor news by DJ Rockstar on the high ground, and this should ensure the fight win. This is not looking hot for Tide at the moment. Because anybody who's seen me cast before, because will know that I'm a big believer in momentum, and you need the momentum to carry through, and Remix have got all the momentum at the moment and just sealed it up. And so it's up to Tide to try and whip it back. Because they need to win a fight in this corner ideally, because this is one of the better places to hold. That Deadeye could prove deadly though. Yep, kills the soldier. Ooh, nice shot on the D.Va. Sound barrier is big off Quinn though. Nice window of Quarwin. DJ Rockstar kills Max. Ooh, the Baptiste kills the Cassidy. DJ Rockstar just doing work with his hands up. D.Va Bomb is in. Sound barrier is news by George. Zedfell kills Turban. High Noon is news from the spawn. Volt does eat it with oh, Zedfell with a nice double kill on the support line. That must have been through the window. Oh wait, because that is the fight win that Tide did need, but they are in final fight now. And DJ Rockstar does have Dragon and Turban does have Shatter, and Tide have got nothing to work with. They use Deadeye, Sound Barrier, Window, D.Va Bomb all in that fight. They will have Visor, but Volt should be able to just shut that down as D.Va. Okay, because Remix are getting close, now they lose the speed. Shatter didn't work. Dragon does force out the Immo. We see a Visor news by Zedfell. Milkman kills Smiles, DJ Rockstar kills Zedfell. Alright, because Milkman must be feeling better now, because after he got ran over a little bit in the early rounds. In the early rounds of this map. Alright, because the saw is 102 Elk Remix for anyone just joining us. Okay, so going into this next fight, Milkman has got Shatter, because Quarwin will have Window online, and on the side of Remix, Volt will have D.Va Bomb, and Zero Heavy will have Window. So we will probably see both Windows news this fight. That's a huge shadow of Milkman. It kills the Baptiste off it. We do see Window news from both sides. I don't think it was needed off. I suppose it cleans it up for Tide actually. This has turned into a good haul for them actually, because I think the time bank would have. I think it was like 4 minutes, 5 minutes probably heading to final point. Now it's been taken down to 2. And there's some decent ults to work with, Tide. They have Diva Bomb, Deadeye, and Sound Barrier. We are seeing a bit of a rotation here of remix to try and get round it. Oh, never mind, it was a bait. Oh, that must have been a big ammo there to stop the Deadeye. Rockstar kills Milkman, which is a crucial kill. Smiles is on that Reaper, which kills the Baptiste, and this is a dangerous scenario for Tide as George dies with Sound Barrier. Okay, that's a bit of a team wipe. I don't know if they can touch here, because, yep, you can't touch when you get shattered like that. Okay, because there we go, because IOWL Remix have finished the map with 1817, which is a decent time bank, but based on the second 2 points, it could have been a lot better. So this is still very winnable for Tide. What are IOWL Remix going to do on defense? Because they have proven to be a very aggressive and tactical team so far. So let's see how they play on the more defensive side of things. Are we going to see a double shield from them, or are they just going to win it back for the same comp? Okay, Turban is on the Alyssa. Oh, we are going to see double shield. Zero heavy is going to be on the Baptiste. Okay, because on the other hand, Tide going with a bit of a dive comp. I think this is a semi-meta thing from top level Overwatch 1 with the sorry, because with the Zen Brigitte and Cassidy. I don't think you normally see Bald Diva, but it's obviously a preference thing. So it's definitely very dive-like for them, because they could really struggle they'll struggle to dive into a Cassidy Soldier with the Sigma though, and the Blake. There's a lot of CC there. Okay, because Zedfell is doing the long rotation. It's shouting them out, trying to find something. Diva's on the high ground. They're getting some early cart in there. Here comes the ball. Oh, that's a nice early kill on Smiles and DJ Rockstar. Like, I don't know why I'm getting leg spikes tonight. I apologise for that. Doesn't normally happen. Okay, but that was a really well organised dive from Tide there, because I had my doubts that it would work, but they've really because they've really rattled IOWL Remix there. I got some decent movement on this car because Zed fell with a nice pulse bomb kill there on Quinn. I think it stuck to Sigma, if I'm going to be honest, but you know, it happens. There's a lot of ults to work with either side. Quinn's nearly got the window. Tracer's just slowly edging that cart fall. That's a nice engage. Milkman follows it up with a nice kill on Soldier. I think Roxanne might have to get out the Soldier. He's just getting dealt with a lot here. Admiral kills Turban. The Brigitte did fall, so Zed is a bit more of a target. Zedfell is peeling though on the Tracer. Milkman falls to Blake. Blake falls to Cassidy. Now May falls to Zen. Because a nice minefield there off Admiral to make space also, and that's a first point cap for Tide, who needed a nice early side. Though that's a big psychic kill on DJ as well actually. They could get some more psychic kills here, potentially on the Brigitte, but Brigitte is not someone you really want to fight. One of the more broken characters, people argue. Ooh, it's a nice little Halt Lock combo there though on Admiral. Because some real tank synergy coming out from Turban and Volt. Right, okay, Max does have Deadeye. What is he going to do with it? George has got Transcendence, Turban's got Supercharger, and Volt has got Sigma. Probably see Sigma early here. Because let's see if we can see the Sigma. They're trying to make space for Max to Deadeye here, I think. Milkman. It's going to be hard to get value. Ooh, that's a good pulse bomb. Quinn falls to it. Diva bombs is in the middle. Ooh, the Whistle Shield must have broke at the last second there. How was that Sigma shield? I can't really tell. It's a nice triple bomb kill though for the Milkman, and that's a team kill. Okay, they've got off the Sigma. He must have been caught in his Sigma ult there, I guess, in the Diva bomb, because that's the perfect time to take advantage of Sigma is in his ults, and Volt has changed to the Warthog to try and cope with the dive mob. We'll probably see Supercharger from Turban here. Possibly waves the shield. Maybe they don't need it actually. Oh, no. No, they won't need it because of the window. It's a nice shield to stop the dead eye of Max. And Tide are going to get forced back here. Because that's a very nice hold felt remix who only used window to get that fight win. So they've still got Mail and Supercharger for the next fight. With 2 minutes 40 in the time bank, it's okay for Tide, but they can't afford for this to be sold out too much. I do like the Warthog swap actually, it's a good counter to the Ball Tracer. It's hard to do, unless you're good at Hog. Oh, that's a nice pulse bomb again. Mail is news, Supercharger is also news, Transcendence news to try and save the Blick. Zen it will die very fast. Oh no, Zed fell with a nice kill on Quinn. Does fall to the Reaper though. Not entirely sure who will win this. That losing the Orisa is a big loss though. Oh, never mind, because Remix are going to win with the Wally. You would think so. Yeah, they will. Some nice hog flare there to kill both tanks. Nice May wall off. I can't believe they got that kill on the Warthog. Power of flashbang and Discord, I guess. Okay, 1 minute 30 on the clock. Because they are pulling up to both their tank ults Tide. So we'll... Oh wait, so a Diva Bomb could open it up, or Minefield to make the space. They also have Wally. Where's Woxar actually? He has Death Blossom. He's got a lot of value on the first map, so let's see if we can pull it off again. Zedfell has Pulse Bomb. Got a lot of value off that also. Oh, double kill on the Pulse Bomb. Getting a lot of value. Okay, the Reaper kills himself on the mines there. Well, I assume they killed themselves. They didn't use Reaper ult there, so heading into final point with 2 minutes left, Remix have got Whole Hog, Blizzard, Death Blossom and Window. So that's some decent ults to work with. Because Tide have got Diva Bomb, Transcendence and Wally. Diva Bomb is thrown in, only kills the Immortality field. Oh, double remake kill on the both supports. I wonder if they used the Transcendence to keep Diva alive there to do that. Reaper ult is newsed, Briggs is shielding it though, and Zen just finishes it off. He is a good Zen charge, we saw this last week. Okay, they have enough... Oh no, never mind, because they do have... They will have Minefield. Smiles going to that emergency bastion. Supercharger is online for Turban. Volt with a nice kill on Max there. Smiles on the bastion, getting the Supercharger on the side. This should be a fight win for Tide. The bastion does fall, because we also see Woxar and Sombra. He will played a Watt in the group stages. It's a good counter to the ball. It's a good counter to Zen actually as well if you can get into him, but Blink will make it quite hard. Zedfell falls to Sombra. 40 seconds on the clock. It's going to be up to Zedfell again to get a big pulse bomb. Max has also got Deadeye, but I don't know how he's going to get value with it. It's just going to be up to the DPS for Tide here to make the difference. So let's get on board with Zedfell. They've got what a value of Pulse Bomb. Can they do it again? Freaking... Okay, they want a pause. Why are they asking for a pause? Uh, you hate to see her leave it just before a last team fight. It's very awkward. I'm not entirely sure the reason for the leave, but we will see. They will have to be careful, Tide, because they are losing a lot of their pause allocations here. I'm not entirely sure on the pause rules. Because I don't like doing the pause rules into it a lot, because nobody wants for it to happen. Okay, they are back. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Getting some weird noises. Are they actually in the one? Okay, they are. Okay, so Tide are ready, Remix is ready, let's get back into this. Okay, sort of killed the momentum there of me hyping up Zfell. Yeah, no, yeah, okay, I definitely hyped that up way too much, my apologies. Will High Noon be big? It is big. Will the Orisa fall? Zulu Heavy did lose Worry there to keep the team up. So the armor could make the difference. That Blink is going in like their Lionheart. But they also fall like their Lionheart. Luxar gets a kill on Max. El Remix should be able to turn this out. Oh, Trance is forced out. Coalescence comes out of Quintler. EMP comes in. Stops the minefield. Oh no, sorry, doesn't stop the minefield. That was Volt's minefield, basting up his news, and that's the C9 and Elk Remix winning the series 2-0. Heading into map 3, which will be potentially the last map. And, you know, since it's a very important map, because we get to go to King's Well. Because that was a really good map off both teams there, because could have went either way. But it's the nature of Overwatch, because one team has to win, one team has to lose. And Elk Remix are just getting those small edges. Right, okay, because we will be going back to West Coast, because which is the favoured ping of Remix. So it's going to be all against Tide. They need to win this map, because to stay in the playoffs. Because they're one step away from the final, but their dream is looking like it's going to end very soon. But who knows? Because we have seen reverse sweeps before. Could see them again. But since we are now on map 3, we will be changing sides. So I need to change team names, change spectators, change map, and also change the ping. A lot of stuff to do. Okay. There we go. Oh, I need to change the spectators. Spectate words. Spectate words. Go to King's Wall. Most people's favourite. And go to West Coast. USA West. Alright, because my apologies, I will be back in 1 minute. Right, okay, please my apologies for that, folks. I am now back. Our dragon's back. Let me see if there's any changes. Oh, did I not take off Gibraltar? Okay, there we go. Let's see if there's any changes. Okay, because we mix are ready, so we're just waiting for Tide to tell me if they want to make any changes. It's all against them at the moment, so they might be taking a couple of minutes to think about their options. Don't blame them, if that is indeed the case. Because nobody wants to go out of the playoffs with any regrets about changes they could have done. I imagine they'll put Dragon in for Zedfell. Oh, okay, never mind, they're just ready. Okay, both teams are ready. Let's just make sure that we are on West Coast. I don't want anyone to complain. That is correct. All spectators are correct. And let's go into this third and potentially final map. Because if we mix win this map, if we mix win this map, because they will go on to the finals, because to face the sister/brother team of Tide Paradise, who happens to be an A team in a most free EU org of Ohana. I always struggle with that name. I have no idea why. Well, I do. Well, I'm not going to get into that in swim. Right. What is going to happen? Are we going to see more May? We will definitely see more Reinhardt, I imagine. I can't imagine Balzaria's a will comp, but who knows? I've seen weirder. Oh, DJ Rockstar picking up the top. I've faced El Remix before on the swims, and I forgot he liked Torb on the King's War. So we're going to see Line, Diva, Cassidy, Torb, Bap, Lucio off Remix, off Tide. We're going to see Lionheart, Zombler, Widow, Lucio, Bap with a Diva. Going to see Cassidy. I like the Zombler pick here, because my own team played a lot of Sombra with the Lionheart, because if you can hack the other Lionheart, it can cause a lot of issues for the other team. It's all about the Sombra getting value though, because you are lacking damage if you can't get the crucial hacks. But the top of DJ Rockstar is going to make that very hard. I can't imagine they'll stay on Sombra long. Because because Volt and Diva will also be looking for them. Rockstar kills Milkman after we see a flashbang. Max does kill Smiles though, which is a lot of the damage lost for Remix. They do. That is a good D-mech on Admiral, which is going to slow down Remix as they try and get the mech back. Well, actually Admiral died, so as they try and get just Diva back in general. Okay, that's an early window news by Zulu, which is just forcing Tide to set back and wait it out. Very patient for it there. We see Zedfell waiting for the hack there. If you can get the hack on Lionheart, it could be big. Window is news, does kill Lucio. Torbtal is just still thugging away, which kills George. Milkman kills Turban. Zulu kills... Zulu with a nice double kill there. High Noon by Smiles. Nice save of Volt there to save them from the Zfell. And Remix have turned this fight around. Oh, Max for a big kill there actually. Because Zulu gets his third kill of that fight, but he does get taken out by Max. So that's a lot of healing now gone for Remix. But they are going to try and retest that, and that's a big shatter. It's a big assault barrier though of Quinn to keep their team alive. We see Diva Bomb News to force them back. DJ kills George, DJ kills Milkman. It's just not looking good for Tide at the moment. Because that was a wonderful shatter of Milkman, but it just didn't get the value they needed. But they do have the EMP bomb, which is one of the best combos if you can pull it off. You can pull it off. So what Remix need to do here is look for the Sombra. Diva bombs in. EMP was not news at the same time, and so Sombra and Max did die there. Window is news on the high ground by Zulu, which cleans them up. Which not cleans them up, sorry, he's just forcing them back. Just very patient play off Remix, because I knew this was one of their strengths, is their patience and ult economy, but they're really showing it here. There's 50 seconds left on the clock, and Tide are looking in danger. They do have Deadeye in both support ults, but Turban has Shatter, Loxar's about to have Torbolt, Smiles is gonna have his ult, and Quinn could potentially build a soundbar if this fight goes well. Because Tide need to make something happen now. That's a big shatter off Turban. Sound barriers news by George. Max loses his own high noon. It's a nice rotation though off Remix to just wait it out. Sound barriers news to the re-engage. Window was news by Quallen. They just won through it. Smiles kills Zfell. Torbolt is newsed. Because Quallen did kill Turban there, Milkman falls, the Torb turret's just cleaning it up, the Torb kills 3, Windows up, and that's the full haul by Elk Remix. It's not over for Tide, but they can no longer win this. Oh no, sorry, because they can win this map, because they did get 2/3 of the point. But they're going to have to do a full haul to stay in it, which is going to be very difficult because Elk Remix are a very patient team. Because they do like ult combos very well and they're very patient. And so they're going to have all the advantages because they know their win condition is 73%, I think it said. So what are Ohana Tide going to do? They're going to do Line Diva, a Torb of their own. Max was going to play Ashe. Not Reaper. I think they debated it. George is going to play Lucio, and Quallen is going to play Baptiste. Turban is going to, and on the side of Elk Remix, because we're looking to close this up, they're going to play Line, Diva, Hanzo, Widow, Widow Jungler, Baptiste, Lucio, Widow, okay, not Widow, Hanzo. Smiles is just looking for that early pick. If Smiles can get an early pick here, because this could be series ending, because they can't afford to lose anyone here Tide. If they lose anyone early, it's all over. Okay, just a bit of poke. Smiles has went to the mate, which is a good pick. If you can isolate them, and also Mail itself could be huge. Because when you have a win condition like Remix do, because it's all about just picking characters because we have the big ults that can win crucial team fights. Turret falls, Turban falls to Milkman though. So it's a decent start for Tide. Milkman kills 2. Yeah, they need to be careful of this Hanzo on the statue. If he... Ooh, he just get the D-Mech on Admiral, which is not great. Milkman's nearly got shattered though. Zulu does have Baptiste window, and Lockside does have window, and Quinn is close to Tom Belly. I don't think they were expecting that window. It forces them back into dragons. It kills the Lucio. Milkman falls. Diva Mech falls. Torb falls. Divas fell. Baptistas fell. And let's be honest about this, because Tide have fell. Okay, we see GG's in the chat, and that's GG in the game. IOWL Mix are going to your finals. They've took this series 3-0 because they will be facing the sister team of Tide, which is Ohana Paradise in the final. That should be a great final because both teams are out, and that will be NA. In the third place game, it will be Tide versus Nesso, who lost 3-2 yesterday to Paradise. Because some good players there, some big sound barriers there off Quinn, but just wasn't enough to ensure it. Oh no, sorry, yeah it was. Got my teams mixed up there. The two names is right, so. Okay, let's see if we can get any interview. Okay, let's see. I can't imagine Tide will not. You don't see a losing team who want to do it a lot, but you never know. But big praise to IOWL Mix, who won 3-0 in tonight's game, because who will be going on to face Ohana Paradise in the Tier 3 final, which should happen at some point next week. Looking forward to that game. Some people on Tide are already leaving. Just waiting for... We may get an interview. Let's wait and see. But I would like to thank everyone for joining us if we do not. It's been a fun series. Because most of the matches in this playoffs have been fun. Even the group stages was fun, actually. Alright, but the season is nearly over because we just have the final left, which will be Paradise versus IOWL Mix, and the third place game, which will be Nesso versus Tide. Because for people just joining us, the winners in tonight's game was IOWL Mix, because who won 3-0 and will be going to the final. I'm just still waiting for any replies. Oh yeah, oh yeah, who would I give MVP, actually? Probably give it Zedfell for Tide. Some big Mayflays, some map 1. Because their tracer really kept Tide in it on map 2 with the big pulse bombs. I don't normally give it to a DPS, but they were pretty standout. For Remix, I'll give it a Quinn, because they had an all-round good game. But everyone on Remix did well. I've been saying this all season about Remix, but, you know, I don't think Remix have got any will stand out fire like some teams, because I just think they're a really good team in general, because they do their ult combo as well, they do rotations well, because they always seem to have a plan, they don't seem like they panic. I've always been impressed when I see them, so I'm not really shocked that they've got to the final, because they will be facing Ohana Paradise in the final, who are another good team. Because they beat Nesso 3-2 last night, I would recommend everyone to watch the VOD of that game, because it is on the YouTube and on the Twitch channel. It's on our second Twitch channel, I believe. I didn't cast that one personally. So I'm not getting anything about any interviews. I might just not want to do them. This is the other thing about casting a one because just the dead silence sometimes because normally you can have a bit of a discussion about things, a bit of fun. But you know, I don't mind casting a one. It's an EU game. It's early for a lot of people. It happens. I've said that way too many times tonight. I have a lot of mini catchphrases because I know that people probably mock me for, but who cares? It's all part of the job. It's all part of the fun. Just not getting any answers of either side feels bad. I think, I think, I think that I have been harsh on Tide tonight at times, but they are clearly a good team because they beat Enceladus, who are many people's favourites in my opinion. In the last round, I think that game was 3-1. I casted that game. That was very impressive. It could have went the other way tonight, like every map for Tide, apart from King's Row maybe, but that could have just been the nerves coming in. But first map and second map, because they definitely could have changed those losses into wins quite easily, and we could be talking about them in the final instead. Just no responses tonight. Okay, just still waiting. If I don't get a reply in a couple of minutes, I'm just going to end it. Just ask again. Ah, right, okay, because other remakes just want to get the MVP first, and then let me know. Fair enough. I will sit here and talk amongst myself, which I am apparently gonna. Ba, ba, ba. Because they probably want the MVP to do. Ooh. I will say again though, thank you for joining, everyone who has watched this series. Just some stuff happened in the ticket. What else can I say while I wait? I've talked about remix, I've talked about Tide. I'll talk about Paradise, I guess. it's going to be interesting Paradise Face and Remix actually, because both of them did play in the same group. I think Remix beat them both times. So I'd be interested to see if so I'd be interested to see if Paradise can turn that round in the final when it really matters. Because that did happen when Tide because that did happen when Tide faced Enceladus in the last round because Enceladus won both the group games 3-0. So it doesn't really mean anything the group once you're in playoffs because you can have new signings, people could have left, you could have just improved as a team. It's just all very different. I'm just gonna see if I can get confirmation in the group search of how that went while I wait. Because stuff happens. Okay. Let's have a check. So, Remix. So, Remix beat Paradise 3-0 in the first game, and then Remix beat them 3-1 in the last game. So, Remix definitely have Paradise's number, you could say, going into the final. Just still waiting for the MVP from Tide, because no, from Tide, because their captain is taking them out to decide. I do apologise for anyone still watching, but I do like to do the interviews when possible. I've just run out of things to say as a solo caster. I could take a page out of Floppy's book and do an advertisement for something, but I'm not that person. Because I'm a very boring person in comparison. We might get us someday. I'm in no rush. It's so early here. Alright, because it seems like they're gonna. Like it seems they're gonna vote Quinn as MVP, which was my choice because I clearly know best. JK, I don't know anything. I do apologise about this for anyone that is watching. I know this is very much dead air, but it's hard. It's hard to think of things to say as a solo caster when there's not much going on. Yeah, I have to stop saying that. I don't need the memes. Okay, I'm gonna do an interview with Quinn. Let's invite them. Okay, because I'm just gonna let Remix know that two people can do. Right. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Let's okay. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it does. If it does not, we'll just we are potentially having issues. Okay, because I see that Zuru is in the chat now, which is fine. People are allowed to be in the chat once the game has ended. Now everyone talking now in the chat. Is the group pie chat not working? Unfortunate. Hmm. May have to see if there's issues. Let me try this actually. Let's see if I can do it on the team chat. See if this works. It doesn't seem it's gonna work. Yeah, it's not working the voice chat tonight. It seems, which is unfortunate after the wait. My apologies for that. Yeah, okay, it's just not working at all. That's fair. Alright then, because we can't do the interview tonight, because there seems to be issues with it, so I'd like to apologise about that one more time. If this is the nature of Cross Console, unfortunately, because we might change to try and do it on Discord next season. Oh, okay. No, okay, now it works.
There we go.
Okay, right, there we go. I was just about to end the stream, but there we go. We got it working finally. Oh, yeah. Right then, because first, I'd like to say congrats on reaching it to the final.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, because you got voted MVP by myself and the other team, so another congrats to you there. Because some good, it was your sound barriers based on what I read in the ticket, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like one of your sound barriers at the very end of King's Row, which was especially good because when your entire team got shattered, I think. I remember that was a really good one. Oh yeah, but this is your interview, so how do you feel after the game?
I feel really good. I think we played really well as a team. Um, Mostly we rotated ults very well, and we countered their comps, such as their dive on Gibraltar, and yeah, I think it went very well.
Oh yeah, because I've talked about your team before. What I'd say about your team is, I think your team is the most well organized in the league. Because like your ult
Yeah.
economy, your rotations, just everything about your team, I found impressive since day one. Because I casted a lot of your group games,
Yeah.
and you've just like always been impressive in that aspect. Because like you don't, because you practice a lot as a team, from what I remember being told in the group search, and it shows.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, we go into like we'll have comp nights and we'll go into like in scrims and stuff. We'll like, constantly focus on what ults to use in what situations and like when to rotate and yeah, it's a lot of practice. It's worth it though.
Oh yeah, it's really paying off because okay, what's going next? You are facing Paradise in the final. You have faced Paradise before in the group. I talked about this just before you joined because where you beat them, before you beat them 3-0 and 3-1. Are you worried about
Yeah.
the final at all, or confident since you've
Um.
faced them before?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I don't think they're going to be. We're definitely not going to 3-0 them. I know
Yeah.
that for a fact. um. I think it'll be a close game because they'll like think they'll catch on to some of our strategies and they'll sort of be focused on trying to counter them.
Oh yeah, it's a very different Paradise team as well. I think
Oh yeah.
because yeah, like they've changed like their DPSs a lot since the group stage. I think they might have changed their supports as well, but you know
Mhm.
because it should be a good game, and I wish you
Yes, I
both
think it
all
will
the
be.
best in it.
Yeah.
uh,
Thank you.
oh yeah, but congratulations on getting to the final one more time because it's been a long season. So,
Sure has.
it, oh yeah, because I think that's all my questions. So I'm just gonna give you this moment to just give any shout outs because just say anything you want before we end it.
I want to give a shout out to Smiles. He's done a great job of captaining this team. He's one of the best captains I've played with in a long time. Um, Shout out to Zulu and Fawn, my support buddies. Without them, like we wouldn't be here.
Oh yeah, it's one of the more important synergies in Overwatch. It is that of a support duo. So it's always nice for supporters to shout out their duo partners. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
okay, I don't think I have any more questions. because because the only thing left to say is good luck in the final because that will definitely be casted at some point next week because both
Yeah.
teams are going to be NA as well, so you won't have to play on bad ping. So you'll probably be happy about that because I know it can be difficult at times.
Yeah. Well, I play in EU, so the ping is always bad for me when we're playing in
Uh,
NA.
oh yeah, but EU players are used to it. Like I'm EU myself because we just get
Yeah.
used to playing on bad ping. It makes no difference at a
Yeah,
point.
it's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that's why it's funny. Because when like NA teams have to go on EU ping and they complain about playing on bad thing, and I'm just like, I have to play on this every game. I don't want to hear
Exactly.
it.
I want to hear complaints.
Oh yeah, because you're not playing Overwatch if you're not playing Overwatch if you're not playing on over 100 ping every game. Let's be fair.
Exactly. That's the best way to play.
Yeah. All right then. All right then. I think that's everything because it's been a pleasure talking to you. So good luck in
You
the
too.
final.
Thank
Oh
you very
yeah.
much.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, because congrats on your MVP. Because I'm going to end this. I'm going to end the stream now. So I'd like to thank everyone for joining us because it's been a great game, and I hope to see you all in the finals next week, because which will be between Elk Remix and the side of Ohana Paradise. Alright, but that's everything. Alright, but that's everything from me. So good night to everyone.